An unprecedented 20-hour gun battle in the heart of the Afghan capital, Kabul, came to an end today with Afghan forces killing the remaining insurgents. The coordinated assault on the US Embassy, NATO headquarters and police buildings left at least 16 people dead and terrified the city's residents. It coincided with suicide bombings elsewhere in the capital. According to the ABC's Afghanistan correspondent, Sally Sara, there are fresh doubts over the ability of Afghan forces to maintain security as the US and other foreign troops begin to withdraw.
This was the aftermath of the bloody attack. Police inspected the building where the insurgents held out for 20 hours. The gunmen were armed with automatic weapons, rocket-propelled grenades and explosives. They fired on the nearby US Embassy and International Security Assistance Force headquarters.
Fortunately, we've killed the 6 fighters who launched attacks yesterday from this high building where they'd been holed up.
The siege took place in what is supposed to be one of the most fortified parts of the city. It was a lengthy and coordinated attack carried out by highly trained fighters. This incident is raising serious questions about the capabilities of Afghanistan's intelligence and security forces. The insurgents were able to reach this building, which is very close to the International Security Assistance Force compound and the US Embassy. They were able to bring in large amounts of weapons and ammunition. There were also blasts and gun battles in several other parts of the city. NATO publicly praised the efforts of the Afghan forces and said its troops and officials won't be intimidated by terrorists.
The Taliban try to test transition, but they can't stop it. Transition is on track and it will continue.
Look, a half a dozen RPG rounds from 800 metres away, that isn't Tet. That's harassment. If that's the best they can do, I think it is actually a statement of their weakness.
Now Afghan and coalition security forces are left to investigate how this attack was planned and carried out. Many civilians were caught in the crossfire of a chaotic day on the streets of Kabul. Analysts are concerned about the capabilities of the Afghan police and army when foreign troops pull out in 3 years.
Our worries are what will happen once NATO forces will leave the country, because we all know that the Afghan security forces will not be able to take full responsibility by 2014. And this is why people are afraid. And as long as NATO is here, we all know that Taliban will not be able to take control of the country.
The Taliban are warning of further attacks as the bloodshed continues in Afghanistan. Sally Sara, Late Line.